In our quest to bring you the stories of town employees not often seen in the news, we bring you the next installment of Who Works for Burlington. Up this time is Burlington Police Department Domestic Violence Detective Anne-Marie Browne. A 31-year veteran with the force, Anne-Marie spent 1 year policing in Reading before transitioning to Burlington in 1990. She started as an officer on the midnight shift before transitioning to days. After a couple of years on the force, Captain George Devlin asked her to assist with domestic violence cases. In that role, she worked with area groups including Leahy Hospital and the Middlesex DA's office and reached beyond domestic violence. In all that time and up to the present, protecting victims has been her mission.
Eventually, I became the domestic violence officer full-time, and with that, I ended up investigating the majority of the sexual assault crimes that occur in town, the child abuse cases that take place, the elder abuse cases. I was handling until Lynn Reynolds took over as senior liaison officer, and the crimes against disabled individuals that live in town. So that's pretty much my catchment area.
Detective Browne said that when working with domestic violence cases, it's all about meeting the needs of the victim and making that person feel comfortable.
You have to go at the pace of the victim. Everybody is different. Everybody handles the situation differently. So we have to be sensitive to where the victim is in their situation. And first of all, you want to build that rapport with that person. And I think right off the bat, people understand and can feel that as an officer that's asking them questions, that you're vested in their situation and truly trying to help them.
She says that once people trust them, they often open up about their situation. That gives authorities the ability to better advise them about what they can do next and choose the option best for them.
You know, I'm a true believer in people that are victims of violent crimes should be advised of what their different options are, and then given the time to decide what works best for them. Sometimes people, will have that conversation with us, and they can go forward immediately. Some people need a couple of months. Some people need a couple of years. So we're always here for them.
Detective Browne said there is always a feeling of accomplishment when they can successfully help a victim.
It's a good feeling to be able to help people in the position that they're in, no matter what that position is, to accomplish what they want accomplished. I think that's the most gratifying thing of this piece of this job, is to make sure that it's accomplished for that person.
Finally, Anne-Marie, who is set to retire soon, said she has loved her time with the Burlington Police Department.
I loved it from day one. Everybody was very, they welcomed with open arms. It was, I've learned, I was a police officer prior to coming here for a short time, but when I came here, it was people that took the time to really explain the job that made me the officer that I am.
So now you know who works for Burlington. We'll be back soon with another edition, so stay tuned.